starting lineup for the Bandit 15-lap main event, round one of the Seekonk Grand Prix of the Phils Propane Triple Crown Series for the Seekonk Grand Prix. Bandolero Bandits on the point. It's going to be car number 16 from Cherry Valley, Massachusetts. Sam Macedo will bring the field down. And outside of him in the 11RI out of Warwick, Rhode Island, in the International CDL, car number 11, that is Nick Urich Jr. 2 rows back on the inside from Colchester, Connecticut, the Right-of-Way Solutions, number 99, that's Melania Shalosky. And outside of Melania, another second-generation racer out of Warwick, Rhode Island, the A&A Auto Parts Anchor Pause Rescue, number 11, that's Ryan Vaness Jr. Car number 31 rolls off on the inside of row number 3 from Huntington Station, New York, in the Angelo's house, number 31. That's Darren Krantz behind the wheel. And outside of him will be the number 76, scheduled to be the 78. And that is Colin Vaness out of Warwick, Rhode Island, in the Anchor Pause Rescue, number 78. Car number 76 rolls off next, the Chuckman Auto Parts machine for Marshfield, Mass's Mike Hannafin. And outside of Mike in car number 82 from Rochester, Massachusetts, in the Tom Barboza excavating machine, that's Rob Murphy in the number 82. Car number 19 rolls off on the inside of the next row. That is Mikey Lafort Jr. out of West Warwick, Rhode Island. And outside of Lafort from Seekonk in the number 13 is Luca Dibb. Car number 24 starts on the inside of the final row. Behind the wheel of that machine, that is Rodney Dowlis Jr. out of Dix Hills, New York. And starting scratch is car number 29 from Forestdale, the Billick Builders machine for Zacharias Kelly. And one final car in the lineup, that is the number 10 from Richmond, Rhode Island, Elia DeSoma, starting scratch on the field. So that is your starting lineup for tonight's Seekonk Grand Prix Bandolero Bandit main event, round one of the Phils Propane Triple Crown Series. Give these youngsters a couple of laps behind the pace truck to get used to the pace. A lot of these drivers are new. They haven't had the experience of being out there on the racetrack, so being behind the preferred towing pace truck, or cart, if you will, just gives them a sense of what they are supposed to be doing, what speed they're supposed to be running. Field is set, and we're ready to rock and roll. Our first main event of 2021 Fast Friday Series rolls off of turn number 4. KJ waves the double greens, and we're underway. Round one of the Phils Propane Triple Crown Series, and down into turn number 1 they go. Sam Macedo on the inside, Nick Urich up on the outside as they race wheel to wheel up into 3 and 4. And look at Colin Vaness work that third groove. Trouble for the 19 of Mikey Lafort. He gets sideways, gathers it back in. The 10 goes around off of turn number 4. That is Elia DeSoma trying to get that car refired as the leaders roll down into turn number 3. Melania Shalosky making it a 3-wide move down off of turn number 2. Trouble on the front stretch. Hard on the wall. 2 cars. Nick Urich in the 11. The Waterford Speedway on Wednesday night. He's picked up a win there, as has Richie Helger, who's running in the Outlaws, but he's also been running down in Atlanta the last couple of days in some of their races down there. Field is set. Off of 4 they come. Green flag unfurls, and Krantz gets a good jump over Ryan Vaness Jr., as they race down into turn number 1. Look at Melania Shaloski right there into the fight. She gets a run in down to the inside as they hit turn number 3. Following Krantz, Shaloski looking for the number 2 spot. Trouble off of turn number 3. The 76 gets sideways. Young Hannafin getting sideways. The 82 of R.J. Murphy, the 16 of Macedo, and one of the car, I believe that is the 10 from Long Island, as us locals call it, to bring the field down off of turn number 4, looking for the green. As they get the green, we're back underway. And again, down into turn number 1 they go, and it is Krantz getting the jump. But look at Shaloski fill the hole underneath the 11 of Vaness. Down into turn number 3, problems for Macedo in the 16 as he is slow down the back straightaway. Top 3 cars nose to tail, battle for 4th. Here comes the 24 down on the inside, Rodney Dowells out of New York, down on the inside of Colin Vaness as they race side by side down the back straightaway. And can the 16 of Macedo make it up the hill into the pit area? It looks like he's out of harm's way, but he is not going to make it up there, and we're back under yellow. More time for the 3rd time. And we're getting ready to go back at it. Again, they wind it up off the 4th corner, looking for the green. There it is. We're back underway. Krantz getting a good jump over Shaloski, who's in the number 2 spot. Now she falls back as look at Ryan. Nope, this one is coming back. Not a good restart. Trying to set the right pace between these guys. And one of the things they're letting Darren know in that number 20, on that number 31, that he was a little bit too quick down the back straightaway, trying to wind it up a little bit early. One of the things that, with his experience going to the different tracks have different speed rules, if you will. Sometimes you get a little confused at which track you're at. This time it looks like they're coming down at the right clip. There's the green flag. We're back underway. Krantz with a half a car length advantage over Shaloski as they hit turn 1. Here comes Ryan Vaness Jr. down to the inside in the number 2 spot. The 78 of Colin Vaness looking for 3rd as they hit turn number 3. Off the corner they come. They chase the 31 of Krantz across the stripe. 3 laps are up on the board as they race down into turn number 1. Battle right now is for 3rd, the 78 of Colin Vaness, in a borrowed ride tonight, battling with Melania Shaloski. Shaloski in that pink and black number 99, falling back to the 4th spot. If that number 78 looks familiar to the Bandolero fans, kind of looks like that 19 of Mikey Lafort, kind of looks like the 99 of Richie Helger, well, that's because it's Helger's backup ride. Colin a little bit loose in the corner, and that allows Shaloski to get a run down to the inside and take back that 3rd position. Melania starting to get a little steam up in that number 99. She tries to close in on the top 2. She pulls away from Colin Vaness, closing in on Ryan Vaness. But up front, Darren Krantz from Huntington Station, New York, out front comfortably. Down off of turn number 4, 7 laps are up on the board. Shaloski is closed right in on the 11 of Ryan Vaness Jr. Behind them, R.J. Murphy works the inside, takes over the 5th spot as he slides by Mikey Lafort Jr., 2 second-generation racers right there. Cross flags out, 8 down, 7 to go. And Melania Shaloski putting some pressure on the 11 of Vaness as they head down the back straightaway. Settles it in back behind into turn number 3. On the downside of this event, Shaloski dives down to the bottom. Vaness caught up on the outside as they hit turn number 1. The International CDL car number 11 slides back to the 3rd spot. And Melania Shaloski looking for her best ever run here at Seekonk, looking real strong as the 2021 season begins. Trouble for Colin Vaness. That car goes around in the middle of turns number 4. That's going to close up the gap as the back end snapped out from that number 78. Sport 4s are next up on the schedule with their 30-lap main event. Off of turn number 4, here they come, and again they wind up down the front stretch, and Ryan Vaness Jr. hanging tight on the outside as they hit turn number 1. Zach Kelly trying 3 wide off the corner, and the 13 of Mikey LaForte Jr. has worked himself back up into the top 4 as they come off the corner. Shalaski in second, Vanessa's third, LaForte is fourth, and here comes Dowless in the 24 to the inside of Murphy. Murphy sliding back another position. He is outside the top 5 now. 4 laps remaining this time, and Melania Shalaski continuing to put a little bit of pressure on your leader down into turn number 1, looking for her first career win here at Seekonk as they race down the back straightaway. Just over a mile remaining as they come off of turn number 4. Krantz smooth up at the top of the field. Shalaski right up on the tail as they hit turn number 1, about a car length behind. Down into turn number 3, Shalaski trying to line up Krantz for a pass for the lead. Can she get it done? She closes right up on the back bumper off of 4 with 2 to go. Darren Krantz has tasted victory. Trouble off of turn number 4. The 29 of Zach Kelly goes around. Hannafin spins to avoid, as does the 13 of Dibb. And we are back under yellow now for the 5th time for a 3-lap shootout. So Zach Kelly. 3 laps remaining as they come off of turn number 4. Up on the throttle they come. Darren Krantz, Melania Shalaski racing down into turn number 1. Krantz gets the advantage. Shalaski trying to hang on. There'll be 2 to go when they come back around. Battle right now for second. Vaness down to the inside of Shalaski. Off the corner they come. 2 more circuits to go. Here comes the 78 of Colin Vaness trying to work himself back up into the top 5. He is up to 6th right now. Field stretching itself out down the back straightaway. Krantz not able to shake that black and pink 99. They come off of 4 for the white flag. 1 more circuit, and Shalaski is closed up on the tail end. Into 1 and 2 they go. Darren a little bit crossed up. You saw that car shake just a little bit. Shalaski on the tail end as they hit turn number 3. Checkered flag is in the air as they roll off of 4. Shalaski down to the bottom. She's not going to be able to make the run. And Darren Krantz Jr. is officially the first winner of 2021 Fast Friday action. Right down to the end, he had to hold off a hard-charging number 99 of Melania Shalaski. How about a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen? Our winner from Huntington Station, New York, Darren Krantz Jr. Great run, a hard charge at the end from Melania, but you were able to hold her off.
It was a little loose out there, but I liked it, and I really thank my mom and my dad for bringing me out here. And I thank Angela's House, pinktie.org, and also Corey LaJoy for helping us with Pink Tie and stuff.
You've been a busy guy this year already. You've already picked up a couple of wins, but you've been traveling up and down the East Coast.
Yeah, we've been doing Charlotte. We practiced, but it rained out, sadly. But we did Atlanta. I got 2nd place. And it was really good, actually. The car was handling perfect, and it was just a little loose here, but I thought I was fast. You just needed a little bit more time to see if the car would get a little bit faster.
All right, congratulations. It's a great run. Darren Krantz picking up.